Hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So I was thinking, what if we did a practice exam together? I could technically shoot a bunch of shorter videos covering specific objectives within the exam. But since it's so close to the exam for me, I was wondering, what if we just did a practice exam together? It's going to be 2, 3 videos. I don't know how quickly I'm going to get through the exam because it's a lot longer probably than the actual exam. I don't know. But I found one. I found an exam that we should do together. So hold your horses, and whisper sweet nothings into my ear as we cuddle along through this together. And hot. I just made this coffee. Just made it. So kind of unedited. Let's just work our way through this, and then as soon as it gets long enough, I'm going to cut my life into pieces and make another video. So it's not too long, and I hope this is beneficial, helpful for somebody out there, because technically these videos don't get a lot of views. Click like and subscribe. That helps me out emotionally. What does he say? Emotional damage. So I found this exam. So if you have not watched my RHCE resources video, it's splendid. Check it out. And then I found this one after the fact, and I added. I put it into the description. Added it. Wow, that does not flow. So, Franco, much obliged. Thank you. That is awesome. So let's just start. I think this is going to be good for us because I think it's probably going to cover most of the things that are going to be on the exam. None of these study guides are perfect, but I really appreciate Franco and other people like myself that are just putting stuff out into the ether, into the community for other people to enjoy, learn from, etc. And so this is awesome. And this has clearly been a lot of work. So thank you. I'm just going to stop blabbling, and just let's go over this. Understand, use essential Ansible components. So this stuff we covered in the introduction and the setup video. Install, configure Ansible control node. Yes. So if you're studying, it is mandatory for you to install Ansible-navigator. Learn about it, run your stuff with Ansible-navigator, create the configuration file for it, must do it. Of course, create and use static inventories and define groups. And that's easy, but just remember how to configure and define, that's the word, children groups. Groups of children. Think about the children. Manage parallelism. Parallelism. Who knows? I'm European, people. Cut me some slack. Configure Ansible manage nodes. Create and distribute SSH keys to manage nodes. We've done that in a previous video. Configure privilege escalate. We've done that as well. Deploy files to manage. We've done that. We've done it all. So be able to analyze simple shell scripts. So interesting. I'm taking version 9 of the exam. Version 10 does not have that in the objectives, I think. But now it has VS Code stuff in it where it's like you have to be. So if you are taking version 10 of the exam, you're going to probably have to get up to speed and be hip and cool with VS Code. I'm happy that I'm not taking version 10. But it's mostly super simple. It's just know how to pull a Git repository, commit stuff, and then push it through VS Code. And VS Code is idiot-proof. Even I can do that. So you should be able to. Run playbooks with automation content navigator. Ansible, use Ansible. Like I was saying, Find new modules in available content collections and using okay. We have grown fondly in love with Ansible documentation. Use ansible-navigator to check playbook syntax and run in check mode. Yes, we haven't done that so far, so that's good for you to do that. Create Ansible plays. So these are all like the basic modules that you should know about, and learn to grow and learn to love. Register, yes. So what I like about this is like this is pretty deep. I think this is covering probably everything, like asterisks. I don't know. Disclaimer, that's the word that I was looking for. Automate standard, RHCE using Ansible. Yeah, most of these we have done. So I'm not going to read all of this, but this is pretty on the nose, I think. Let's just start. Critical version 9 gotchas. That is cool to have in there. Yes, fully qualified names for modules is necessary now. I know my buddy, not Adam Sandler. Sorry, my memory is just not awesome these days. Sander Van Voogd. When he's teaching, even for version 9 of the RHCE, he uses short names. Just get up to speed to just use fully qualified names. That is mandatory. Can't use short names anymore. And so just know how to use Ansible-navigator to run your playbooks. Use the standard out, and so you don't get the 2E. Instead of 2E. Great minds think alike. Franco. Collections must be installed. And I put these collections in my GitHub a couple of weeks back. So I think if we go, there it is. Cat files requirements. POSIX, community general, they are both there. Kit. Or define them in collections, doesn't matter. So this is something that we're going to have to do during the exam, I believe. DNF install rel system roles, and just know and remember where they live. Because, let me see. Yeah, this is the thing. I've said this in multiple videos, and he's also telling you, gotcha right here. The rel system roles are installed right here. They are not visible inside the Ansible Navigator execution environment. So on the exam, the collection may be provided as a tarball. Okay. I don't know how they're going to tell us to install it. Probably not via DNF because the machine does not have internet access. So probably going to give us a tarball clearly, and just know that the Ansible execution environment needs it installed inside the local directory where you're executing your playbook from. Ansible Navigator default user when running inside the default user is root, yes, not your current user. So this causes issue with SSH privilege escalation. So always set remote user in your Ansible configuration file. Yeah, ansible.cfg. We've talked about this. Feel like we're in couples therapy, just rehashing things. We've talked about this already. But this is good. This is good for me to remind myself that that I can't remember everything. And couldn't even remember Sander Van Voogd, my buddy, my pal from Holland. Ansible Navigator settings. Yeah, so we, in the introduction video or the setup video, we created a blank one that has all the values but commented out. So check that out because that's probably going to be helpful during the exam. If they say configure Ansible Navigator with X values, if they don't provide everything, I don't know. And so it would be nice to have a configuration file with everything commented out, just so you know what's available. That's a peace of mind for myself, because with everything in Linux, it's you don't have to remember everything. You just have to know where to look. And so that's the thing for me, is like be really proficient with Ansible docs and know how to search for types, different keywords, filters, etc. So he is like, if you use this, he's using Vagrant clearly. So we're just going to skip over this because I did a Vagrant video. It's in the playlist. So these videos, probably 2, 3, 4, I don't know how long these are going to take, are going to be the last videos in this playlist. So I thought, let's just go out with a bang, bada, bada, bang, bada, bing, bada, boom. Configure Ansible CFG. We have done this, so we're not going to do this. We have all of these values, cat ansible.cfg. We have them right here. And just remember, I'm not going to go over that, but you can also, you can see I have Ansible config disabled. You can also check out that video, setup video, configuration video. I can't remember what I called it, but the name is just the best name ever. There I go over how to generate these files, because if you have a brain fart during the exam, you're like, I've done this 25 times. I don't know why I always want to call this general, but it's default. So if I have a brain seizure during the exam, I want to be able to create this Ansible config disabled, Ansible config disabled, where everything comes out, but it's commented out. So it just helps me if I can't remember something. So now you know. So this is something that I use all the time, just ping, using this module ping to ping and get a pong to see if SSH can actually connect to the servers in my inventory file. So get used to knowing this. It's great. Create static inventory. So pretty simple, web servers, DB servers, and then remember it's double, I can't remember. Tvípunktur, Icelandic. So semicolon, I don't know. So, and then children. So this is the thing, is like first the name for all the children, and then you just tell it it's children. So lab includes web servers and DB servers. Good to know. This is something that I use often. So that is good to know. Just to see if there's an inventory mockup, I would, during the exam, as soon as this is done, I'm going to run these. So that's good to know. Yeah, run ad hoc commands. These are good to know. Ping again. And then the module, default module is command module, so you don't technically have to say, but it's good to probably just get used to writing command. Don't need to, but to do all like these quick things that you would. So you can also use the file module. Here you don't have to use the full name. I would definitely do that though. Yeah, I wonder why he doesn't do that there. Doesn't matter. So you can use path and then space and all the same things that you would actually set and do in an Ansible playbook right here using the module file. Ansible module copy. So yeah, even install. So Ansible built-in.dnf, that would be the full name. I would do it like that. Especially, we're probably on the exam not told to do ad hoc commands from the command line because I don't know how they would reproduce that. But these are just necessary to know and handy and quick. So for different verification stuff, I use that all the time at work just to cat something, see if a package is installed with RPM, stuff like that. So good to know. Okay, first playbook. Here we are. So our first task of the day. And I don't know for how long I've been rambling. If I jump over here, I should see 17 minutes. Okay. Hello, how are you? So let's start with our first task, fire up nvim and create this file that Franco wants us to create. Name. Let's go back, see what we are doing. Packets and service management. Let's just copy that. Put that in there. Hosts, don't know. I should have checked that while I was there. Install it on web servers. So let's go to inventory. Open that up. Web servers, databases. I had that. Great minds think alike. So what are we going to do? Where am I? Like that. Install HTTP and mod SSL. Let's start by doing that. And web servers. Just a quick note. If you said web servers, but let's say you had 2 web servers and one of them is Node 2, you could do it like that. Not Node 2. Just saying. Always sprinkling in a little bit of like SAS. Hosts, tasks, name. Install HTTP, which is Apache, and mod SSL. Ansible built-in .dnf name. And what we can do here is, because I know DNF, the name takes a list. So we can do HTTP, PTTD, mod SSL. And state is going to be present, state, present. And anything else? Anything else? I don't know. Okay, this is the thing that I have to like really, because I can be scatterbrained and just I read something and I assume everything. It doesn't say everything that I either assume or I miss something. So, okay, let's just focus and read. Create playbooks, manage packets as services, task right. Okay, we created that. Install HTTP. Okay. Start and enable HTTP. Why do I always say HTTPT? That is a therapy session. Name, enable, and start. HTTP. I did it again. I heard it. Ansible built-in .service. Name, HTTPD. State, startet, enablet, true, ja bitte snälla klö. This is an indentation thing. It is. I knew it. Like that. Like that. How do you like that? Sweet apples. So, opens port 80 and 443 in the firewall. Okay. Name, open firewall, port 80 and 443. Ansible, POSIX, firewall D. And I know this because I've done this before. Not this exam, but just worked with firewall. So the more that you can be familiar with the basic stuff that you're going to be using, the better, because obviously time is going to be wasted if you're looking a lot through the documentation. But when I am saying this, but at the same time, I have to do Ansible doc because I'm not a Wally. I'm not Wally. I'm not a machine. Firewall D, Ansible doc. Is it not installed? Is it not installed? So that's going to be interesting. Grab firewall. What? Okay. Now we just do, because we need that, Ansible Galaxy collection. install requirement file, files, requirement, P, and collection. I wonder where there's no, that makes sense. There is no mkdir collections because I just cloned the repository. And okay, good. More for us to work through and fix. Ansible, Galaxy, collection, collection, install. I am going by memory. P, like that. It seems, okay. I was going to say, that seems awfully slow. Okay, we've installed that. That is cool. Ansible doc firewall D. There we have that because I couldn't remember everything. I couldn't remember any of it, to be honest. There is probably, do you like that? One man, one firewall. Oh yeah. Sometimes I get lost. And like that. Like that. What did I do there? What did I do? Like that. Service. So what we're going to do here, we're going to loop through it because service there is not a list. We can't always get. And right now, this is like a thing for me is I can't remember if there's supposed to be Claude. I don't know. State enabled, permanent true, immediate true, offline true. I don't need that, I think. But we're going to loop HTTP and HTTPS like that. Okay, I think I'm going to make a few lines here, even though it's not technically correct to do so. What's this? Oh, it's so difficult being a non-English speaker. Quotes, air quotes. Oh man, I hope you're enjoying this. Why aren't you? Why wouldn't you? So, item, it's going to loop through those two items to enable HTTP, HTTPS. So, just because I took the administrator exam and I worked with the firewall there, just make sure that permanent is set to true, because as soon as you shut down the environment and they spin it up again, that's not going to be permanent. Is it? Immediate true, because we want this to kick in right away. So create var hello. Okay, we can do that. And what are we going to use for that? Like if you were in the exam right now, what would you do? Create index.html, Ansible built-in file. If you said file, good job. Again, there are a few things that I always get mixed up, like source, test, and path. I can't remember which one falls under the file module. Ansible doc file, and I think it's path. There we go. Path. It is going to be path. So path it is. Var, www, Icelandic, HTML, index.html. And what else are we? Content. Okay, content. And here we're going to use this and the Ninja. Use a Jinja templating thing. Well, we're not going to start with that. We're going to start with hello from inventory host name, which is a magic variable, one of those 6-7 variables, magic variables that we need to know about. Are we happy? Are we happy? I would, it doesn't say anything about that. I would do set se type. I would go to, let's just go to here, se manage file contexts, list them, sudo. I will use this one. Okay, let's go over here like that. I want to check if there is anything else here that owner, yes, okay, owner. I always see, this is why checking the documentation is a good reminder. It's enabling HTTP Apache, so let's use Apache group, Apache. Mode 0644, like that. Oh, let's save that. Go back to reality. I think that's it. Let's just run it and let's see what happens. Okay, there it is. Ansible-navigator run. What was it? Web setup. See, I told you. I told you. Gathering facts. Error. Unable to start. Control process. Okay, now we can, because I've been using these machines for, I should technically just nuke them, but I haven't done it. So I wonder if there's Ansible. This is a teachable moment. Ansible node 1. It's one of the cat inventory web servers. Yeah, Ansible node 1 argument systemctl status HTTP. See what's happening there. Okay, it's enabled. That's good. Could not open configuration file. No such file or directory. Why didn't it just? Are you telling me if we go to SSH Ansible at node 1? If we go to etc HTTPD, what's the time? Okay, this is new. Almost saying. Okay, I'm gonna do something else. Let's go to SSH again. And sorry, getting lost. I wonder why it's not installing the whole thing. Sudo dnf install HTTPD. It says it's going to say it's already installed, but it's missing. Should be more than that. It's missing the core package. Is there something like HTTP core? Okay, sudo, DNF remove HTTPD. Just want to see what is removing. Mod, okay. DNF install, let's do search. So I think there's something that's missing from okay. Okay, let's do DNF install. Then I'm going to fix the playbook, But this is only because I've been messing so much with these servers. HTTPD. Okay. 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 The only thing, because I've had this issue before, long time ago, and I did install HTTP core then. So you just saw me to install HTTP core. I just did that. Okay, let's see. This should be a fix. LL etc HTTP. Okay, finally, it's systemctl enable now. It happened to me right in front of my feet. Okay. Status. Now, sorry, this was just doohickey something. Okay, let's go back to here. Now we can just run this playback, right? Right. Where are we? Here. Run this. Should be good. Oh, of course, we had to fix node 2, which I didn't. Should we do that via a playbook, or let's try it with the playbook? And HTTPD core. Let's do like that. Run. I wonder if I have to SSH in and see what's happening here. Okay, we're going to figure this one out a bit later. Let's go and SSH Ansible. This is just as I was telling you, because node 2. I've been messing about so much. DNF reinstall core. Yes. And this system, here we go. Systemctl enable now. Okay. This is just because I've been treating them like the dirt that they are. So, okay, it was complaining about something right here. Let's go back to this. Create index failed, unsupported parameters for content. Yes, I know. I can see it right away. Because I was not supposed to use file. I was supposed to use copy. See, this is what happens, people, when you're like this. Okay, open firewall. Oh yeah, because I was going to take this thing out. Let's run it again. Everything should be green and awesome. Dest is required. See? There's always something. Path. Shouldn't be path. It should be dest. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like with different, that's why the documentation is so good. Okay, let's do curl node 2. Hello from node 2. We've successfully accomplished lab number, what was it? 4. Sweet. Yeah, I was just going to say, I always have to go back to the documentation because I use the wrong module at first, or then I use the wrong parameters. So let's just go over how He did this install. So he used the same thing as we did, a list, state present, enabled, started. Okay. Item, he did the same thing as we did, looped through these because I knew from previous experience that service module service parameter does not accept a list. So we need to loop through this, create an index page using copy, owner, mode, Apache. So kind of like the same that we did, I think. Variables and facts, lab number 5. So for how long have we been going? 45. Who cares? Use variables, registers, facts. Okay, right. Let's create this one. Let's do a few laps and see how we do. Let's create this file right here. Open it up. And name. What was the name? Here we have that. What did I do? Close that. Where are we? Just going to use that. Hosts. I don't know yet. Tasks. Name. Okay, where are we doing? Right, system and that. Gathers facts on all hosts. Okay, gather facts is run by default, but since he is saying that, let's do gather facts true and create etc MOT using a variable for the company name. So let's create a variable vars one variable. This is always something that trips me up. So let's do company. Let's do it like that. I don't think we need a list because it's one variable. Company name. DOS, Linux, Ninja. Okay. And what are we going to do next? Let's just give this a name. MOTD company name, like that. Ansible built-in copy. Okay. So destiny. So I wonder if, let's use the documentation copy. Like I was saying, some of these like dest, source, blah, blah, blah. We just have to use dest, not our source for this one. It's going to be etc. What was it? MOTD, message of the day. And content. Again, what do we want? We want the variable name. So let's do it like that. I'm so used to using this. Company name. This is going to not work. Let's do it like that. Okay. What else? Should we just run this and see it work? No. Let's keep going. Then I don't know if he's telling us to put this information both into this file and into this file. But let's just keep this one, the message, with only the company name, and then put host name, IP address, total memory, OS family into this text file right here. Let's do that. Okay. So in order to do that, we would do name, create file, I don't know, Ansible built-in dot file dest, what was it? Root and system info dot txt. Owner, I want to set owner, root, group, root, and mode, just for fun, since it's only him, super secure, and content is going to be, can't use file, I'm stuck with copy. See. What do we need? We need host name. Let's do it like fancy smancy. Host name, inventory, like that. IP address. That would be, let's go here. Let's just use node 1 as an example. Setup, let's see what that gives us. We could use, I just want to pick the default IPv4. It's always a bit of a search, right? Here. So this one right here. That would be Ansible facts. And then it was at address. Like that. What else? Total memory. So I would go back to this. Total memory. So this summer. So what you can do, which I don't know why I don't do more often. Memory. There should be total memory. What if I do total? Don't need this. Isn't it total memory? I don't want to use this. Okay, let's just go searching. Sorry, I was trying to be hip and cool and grabbing things out. Swap. Don't know. Okay, one more time. Like if you're still watching, you're amazing. Oh. Let's just go to the top. I know it's somewhere down below this. Down below, lower. Swap. Should be somewhere here. Memory MB. But I don't, what the I don't want that. I know there's a total memory, right? I haven't done this in a while, so it's really good that I'm doing this now before the exam, right? Am I insane? Ansible memory total. This is what I was thinking about. Mem total. I knew there was like a memory total something. Okay. What do you want? Total memory. Total memory. What did I just copy there? See, this is what I'm talking about. Total. Why isn't it? Are you kidding me? Is that it? I don't understand what's going on right now. It's probably some brain is fried. Mem total. This is what I was going to copy. So next time we know that I'm just gonna grep for total. That's the thing that I remembered. I think memory total or something. So let's delete all of this. I'm going to do it like this because otherwise it's going to put it into my buffer. I don't want that. Is that enough? I'm pretty rusty clearly on the whole memory thing, but let's just do it like that. Okay, good. What else? OS family. Let's do that. Let's just do this. OS. Oh, family. See, grepping is quicker. Just had a massive brain failure on the memory part. That's going to happen, right? Right. OS family. I'm curious if he does this differently. I don't know. Let's delete that. Are we good? I think so. Let's just run it. Okay, let's clear the screen right here. Can't remember what we even called this thing. Remember system info. And host list. Yeah. I know. We're probably gonna run this on all hosts. Right. Okay. No errors. Let's do Ansible node 1 argument cat root. What was it? System info? I keep doing that. System info. Hostname, note 1, IP address, yes, total memory, OS family, Red Hat. I think we're happy. Let's go to and see what he did. Vars, like we did it, company name, right? Keep doing that. Let's not do that. Company name, okay. Company name, task, built-in copy. Oh, I have to check this. Right. Here we should just have the host. No, the company name. Yeah. So that worked as well. So let's go back here, see what he did. Okay, you also put the inventory host name, doesn't matter. Destination, we did that correctly. System facts, he's just displaying them in using debug and then the message, and this is like a folded line. So so that's why he said displays. Okay, so that's number 3. Okay, that's that. I just put all of this instead of displaying it, and when you're running a playbook, I just put it in here, which he does as well. So host name, he used the fully qualified domain name, which is good. I could have done that. I should have done that. So he is just using, yeah, I'm doing this differently. I can't remember what this is called. I think I'm using the more contemporary way and what is suggested now from now on. I think that's the old way to get information from variables. So just so you know, nothing wrong with this. This is definitely going to work on the exam. I just did it differently. Yeah, so he's verifying the same way that I did. Good. Should we do one more? Conditionals. Let's do one more. And yeah, let's do one more now and then do a bunch tomorrow and then a bunch on Saturday. Doesn't that sound good? Why am I scrolling down to see the solution? I don't need to. I hope not. Let's go here and or we continue. I don't know. And hosts. No, let's first do name. Just use this. That's just good job. And host. What are we doing? Conditional packages that install only on web servers. Okay, so we're going to use all and then use a conditional to select the nodes that we're going to install on tasks. Name. Install HTTP only using group members. Okay, let's just do that now. Install HTTP. Built-in DNF name and around state present when web servers in group names. Group name. Oh, I can't remember. Group names. See if that works. That should only install it on node 1 and node 2 if we look at our inventory file. Web servers. Okay, let's just run that because I don't want to continue if we're having issues. Let's use ansible-navigator run, and it was called conditional packages. Conditional packages. And it should just say skipping or okay. So this worked. So group names, it only was going to, so skipping these because these are database servers, right? So let's do, just want to see inventory. So 3 and 4, dev is node 5. Okay. So this worked. Now let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 name install. What was it? MariaDB? MariaDB. Ansible built-in DNF. Name. MariaDB server, I think. What you can do, of course, during the exam, they're going to tell us DNF search MariaDB. They're going to tell us the exact name of the packages. You're not going to do a DNF search. But I can't remember. I think it's MariaDB-server. Somebody's stiff. He's a stiff guy. Stiffster. Wow. Somebody hasn't updated the cache in a while. Okay. MariaDB. I was wrong. Why didn't I think it was Maria-DB? Server. I don't know. When? What do you think? What do you think? Data. What was it? Databases? Yeah. Databases. In group names. You were correct, my good friend. And Menta. Installs cronny. Let's just run this. I just want to see it work. I don't know if this is like the best method during the exam. Installed on 3 and 4. Good. Is to always run it. That's probably not a good idea. 2, 3, 4. Name. What are we going to do here? It's probably not a good idea to always keep running. It's just write the things out and see what happens then. Probably better. Installs cronny on all hosts, but only if it's not already installed. Okay, so we have to run a check. Okay, best way, check if cronny is installed. This is where I would do Ansible built-in command or command. Oh, let's do Ansible doc. I can't remember if it's command or, yeah, it is command. It was the short command, CMD, but clearly it is command. So name, no, there's no name. There's just the command, RPM Q, let's query for cronny. And this sucker, we're going to have to register the output into a variable, cronny. Check. Is that a good name? Something like that. That is going to run that command, and it's going to output. So 0 if it's installed, 1 if it's not. So it's going to error out. And because it's Ansible built-in command, it's always going to report changed. So we don't want that. Changed when false. And if it's not installed, it's going to error. So what's failed when? Can't remember. Ansible doc type keyword. List them all. Grep fail. Failed when? Or is it failed when or error something? Any errors? Ignore errors. That's the thing that I wanted to try to remember. Ignore errors because we don't want the playbook to stop because this check gets something else than a 0. Okay. And I want name check. I just want to check to see cron installed. I want to see what it outputs. So we use Ansible built-in debug. And let's just get the var everything like that. So let's run it again. I want to see what they all report. Okay. See, now it just recapped everything and everything's okay. Otherwise, it would be orange because it would be changed because the command module is always changed. We want 0 and we want failed 0. So RZ 0. So it means that it is installed on all of them. So let's go for RPMQ cron. Let's just check. It is installed. So DNF remove cron. Let's uninstall that. Boom, bow, 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 bow. Not installed. So this should be, let's go here. This is fun. I want to do more. I don't want to stop, but my leg needs to go up because of the blood issues. The blood. So that's why I'm shaking. I'm pumping stuff in and out, burger. So here we see fatal RPM delta and it's ignoring that. So let's see. Node 2. This is getting an RC1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is good. Because if we did not have ignore errors true, let's do it like that. Let's run that again. And if I am correct, which I'm probably not, but the playbook should stop on that error because it's not an RC0. Failed 1. It failed, but it didn't stop the playbook. Is that because I have changed? I'm learning with you. I have to dig into this deeper. I'm not sure. I have to learn with you and understand what's going on. I want to see it fail, but why should it fail? See, now it gets changed. Everything's changed, which we don't want to see every time that we run this playbook. Is everything just working normally? Now, some Ansible guru that's watching this is like, I am learning this. I don't know. I like this. Change when false. I know how that works. Ignore errors true. Okay, I'm just going to keep it like this. I think this is correct. Okay, now let's just keep going. And comment in the comment section. Like, help me if I'm doing something wrong. Name. What else were we supposed to do? Install cron if it's not already installed. So install cron. If missing, let's do Ansible built-in DNF name cron state present when what did I call it? Cron installed RC is not equal to 0. That's the simplest check because you could do this technically, but this is cleaner and makes more sense to me. Because technically you could get a return code that's if somebody does a sick hub or kill, or you could get a -9 minus something. So let's do it like this. I could explain that, but I can't explain this. So clearly, I'm not an Ansible guru. So that's why I'm taking the exam. Let's run this. Now it should install only on what was it? Node 2. But I think we got an error. What? Yeah. Node 2 changed. And now it should be installed. Okay, good. I'm going to have to study further. Ignore errors, or there's something else maybe that I should use there, but let's see how he did this. And restart cronny only on OS major version is 9. Okay. I was totally just going to skip that. Let's do a few lines here. So name. Restart cronny when 9. I don't know. Ansible built-in service. So I think after this one, I'm going to have to take a break, like I was telling you. So this is probably long enough. This is probably an hour. So this is probably going to be like a 3-hour thing. So Ansible built-in service, name, cronny, state, restart tet. So when, that's a good question. When what? When in Rome? Wonder if we could just use that family. OS family. There was something else. OS major version is 9. Okay, what if I grab, I'm just major. Python major version. Okay, here it is. Okay. Ansible distribution major. I wonder if we can just take it like that. And then facts. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do that just so I don't die. Now I can see because of my microphone. Wait. Oh, this is hard. Like that. When Ansible factor is 9? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. OS major version is 9. There's something wrong here. I'm just not. Oh, let me see. I don't even know if I'm in camera right now. Yeah, I am a bit. Ansible facts. Welcome to my life. It's good. Not complaining. Okay, let's just run this. Is 9? No. Like that. Additional. If this works, it should restart cronny on all the servers. So isn't it called Cronny D? Cronny D, the amazing rapper. Systemctl status Cronny Cronny D. Oh, it's Cronny D. Cronny D. Who doesn't know Cronny D? Representing Cronny D. Like that. That was fun. Let's see what happens now. It should restart Cronny on all the servers. Okay. When 9. I'm just going to check just for fun before we cut this one out and say stop. Hammer time. Let's go $sign to the end. Let's do 10. So I just want to see that it's like doesn't restart. Nice. So where are we now? We're at lap 6. Let's check. Let's scroll. Okay, let's see how he did it. Let's get moving. Install HCV when in group names. This is how we did it. DP servers and group names. That's what we did. RPM query cronny register cronny check. Great minds. Ignore errors. What did I have? Ignore errors. True. True. Change when. That's what I... Okay. Maybe I don't need to read up on it, but clearly because I was so confused. So I would have thought that the error on the node 2 should have stopped the playbook. Didn't. Okay. Install cronny if missing. So when cronny check.rc not equal to 0, good. Build has restarted when Ansible distributes a major version equals to 9. So 9 is a string. I knew that. So it's not an integer. A number. All these fancy words, throwing them around like. So are we happy? I think so. I'm going to delete all these. I'm just going to git commit, push this up. So tomorrow it's going to be another video, and then Saturday as well, and then we're going to be done. I thought this would be probably most beneficial for most people just to see me work through one of these exams. And so I think this is probably going to cover most of the things that we're going to run into during the exam. So appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Click, and subscribe, of course. Until the next time. And every comment, and all these things that you can help boost the channel is appreciated. And until next time, bye.